The provision for other backward classes in India. The first Backward Class Commission was appointed in 1953 with Kaka Saheb Kalelkar as chairman as per Article 340 of the Constitution. So according to the Article 340 of the Constitution of India, the President gave the approval to appoint a Backward Class Commission in 1953, and Kaka Saheb Kalelkar was the chairman of the commission. The Kaka Kalelkar commission submitted its report in 1955. It reported and identified 2,399 castes, about 70% of India's population, as backward. So the Kalelkar Commission report came in 1955, and the report reported that there were 2,399 castes, or say 70% of the total population of the country, in the category of backward. Caste was taken as the key factor in making the list of backward classes. The commission proposed reservations of at least 25% in class 1 services, 35.5% in class 2 services, and 40% in class 3 and 4 services for the caste listed as backward. And the commission proposed that there should be reservation of 25% in class 1 services, 35.5% in class 2 services, and 40% in class 3 and 4 services for the backward classes. The recommendations of the commission were that, number 1, the 1961 census should provide caste-based figures. Means the census will cover the castes, and all the figures will be provided on the basis of the caste. Number 2, that certain sections of Muslim, Christian, Sikhs should be included among the backward classes, and the minorities, that is your Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, should also be included in the category of backward classes. Certain sections of them, not the entire communities, but certain section of these communities. Then 70% of the seats in professional colleges should be reserved for them, and 70% of the seats in professional colleges should be reserved for the backward classes. As regards causes of backwardness, the Commission has concluded a variety of causes, namely social, environmental, economic, political. These are the main causes of backwardness in the country. That is your social, environmental, economical, and political. Economic backwardness is the result and not the cause of any social evils. So, economic backwardness is because of the social evils that are present in the society. With respect to criteria of backwardness, the Commission recommended for general guidance, and they are: number 1, low social position in the traditional caste hierarchy. So all those who are having a low position in the caste hierarchy, they will be categorized as backward. Number 2, lack of education in the major section of the caste or community. All those castes or communities where maximum number of people are lacking education. Then inadequate or no representation in government services, where there is not a single person in the government service, they will be categorized as backward. And 4th, inadequate representation in the field of trade, commerce and industry. And those who have no opportunity, who have got no opportunity or are not involved in any trade, commerce and industry field will be categorized as backward classes. The Commission noted that the great majority of the backward classes are ignorant, illiterate and poor. So this Commission said that the backward classes are mostly ignorant, illiterate and poor. They are easily exploited by several classes of persons like the traders and money lenders, and they, because of lack of education, they can be easily cheated by money lenders, traders and other people. The Commission states that a complete revolution in the social outlook of the people is necessary for rendering social justice to all the backward people. So it recommended that a social revolution should be carried out and necessary action should be taken to provide social justice to all the backward people. The Karnataka Backward Classes Commission of 1952, the Kumar Pillai Committee Report 1965 appointed by Kerala government, the Santhanam a Committee Report 1970, the Chidambaram Report 1975 explained the plight of the people of backward classes and made recommendations for the education of their problems. So all these reports, they gave stress on the education of the backward classes so that their problems can be removed up to a certain extent. The government reserved seats in schools and colleges and in recruitments to jobs in public services. They were provided public benefits of scholarships to pursue their studies. Additional funds are allocated for their upliftment. Budgetary allocations are being made for their upliftment. Rural schemes of employment, land gifts for houses and houses construction of roads and lighting to their residential areas are planned and executed. So these were the things for the upliftment of the backward classes. There is no all India list of backward classes. The Kaka Kalelkar Commission could not come to any tangible or agreed criteria. Because of no all India list of backward classes, so accurate conclusions cannot be drawn by Kaka Kalelkar Commission. The state government in general being allowed to use their own criteria in drawing up their list, and the state governments were given instructions to prepare their own lists. Since 1961, the central government has been pressing the state governments for the preparation of the list, for the adoption of economic criteria in defining the other backward classes. There has been some resistance to this from a number of state governments, but some of the state governments in the country showed their resistance against this act. However, in 1963, because of increased pressure of the central government, most states have adopted economic criteria for defining backwardness for the award of scholarships to the backward classes. So in 1963, after regular pressure from the central government, most states adopted economic criteria for defining backward classes and started giving a scholarship, awarding a scholarship to the backward classes. The elite of backward classes are agitating for their share and reservation in employment at all India level. All those who are knowledgeable persons, who are educated persons in the backward classes, they are agitating that they should be given a reservation in employment at all India level, and this forced the central government to appoint second backward class commission on 19th January 1979. And because of these agitations from the elite of the backward classes, the government of India appointed the second backward class commission on 19th January 1979 under Article 340 of the Constitution, under the chairmanship of Shri B.P. Mandal, who was an MP, to investigate the issues of the socially and economically backward classes.